Vladimir Putin's 2022 has really not gone to plan. The Russian president expected to capture Ukraine in a week, but instead he's presided over a faltering war in weaker state and increasingly isolated by even his allies on the international stage. Helen Yanya's reports on Vice. President of Russia, Putin, started 2022 thinking he would soon rule over an expanded Russian empire. I guess he was dreaming of what they had during the USSR. So he wanted an expanded Russian empire after invading Ukraine, but he has not had a good year. After launching a full-scale invasion of neighboring Ukraine in February, Kremlin insiders reportedly believed that Kiev of Ukraine would fall under Russian control within a week. But a spirited fightback from the Ukrainians and global sanctions meant that Putin may have found himself in a weaker position than when he started the year. On the 20th of December, Putin admitted the invasion was extremely complicated, quote unquote, and earlier this month he said that the special military operation Ukraine was taking longer than anticipated. As Russian troops lose ground in Ukraine, Kremlin announced that Putin would not hold his regular end-of-year press conference for the first time in a decade, or do his usual winter Red Square ice hockey match. Recent military humiliations have included relinquishing key territorial gains in Ukraine, including the city of Kherson, which he claimed as Russia's in a glitzy ceremony in Moscow just months earlier. But that's not all. This year, he has been ostracized by the international community and had his country hit with trillions of dollars of sanctions. There have been no shortage of serious military embarrassments, including the sinking of the Moskva ship and the bombing of the Kerch Bridge. The partially mobilization of fighting-age Russian men to the battlefields of Ukraine sparked hundreds of anti-war and anti-conscription protests across the country. He was forced to hold a carefully orchestrated meeting with mothers of servicemen in November after widespread anger over the apparently high fatality rates of the drafted men. His personal life has also been intensely scrutinized this year, with his reported girlfriend Alina Kapeva hit with U.S. sanctions, and there has been persistent speculations about his health as well. But still, his domestic approval rates are at 80%. Meanwhile, Ukrainians continue to deal with the devastation brought on by Putin's brutal conflict, and as the country struggles through winter with an energy shortage caused by Russians. This is on Vice. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box.